EFCC declares Bashir Askey's son-in-law of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar wanted for alleged criminal conspiracy and money laundering, urging the public to provide information of his whereabouts. Alaafin of Oyo, Oba Akim Owode, asserts British recognition of his authority as superior head of the Yoruba nation, condemns Oni of Ife's conferral of a chieftaincy title, and calls for respect of Yoruba tradition. I am Esther Oka-Steven with the news info. President Bola Tinubu departed Yokohama, Japan on Thursday night for Brazil, where he will begin a state visit on Sunday, 24th August. Presidential spokesperson Mr. Bayo Onanuga said in a statement that the president would make a stopover in Los Angeles before proceeding to Brasilia, the Brazilian capital.
Is expected to make a stopover in Los Angeles before proceeding to Brazil. Mr. President kicked off his two-nation visit on the 15th of August when he departed Abuja. His first stop was in Dubai before arriving in Yokohama on the 18th of August. While in Japan, President Tinubu attended the opening of the 9th Tokyo International Conference on African Development (TICAD), held bilateral meetings, and rounded off with an interactive session with Nigerians in the diaspora.
In Ikoyi and Victoria Island, Lagos. His photograph has been circulated with the public advised to report to nearby police stations or EFCC offices across major cities. The Commission also provided telephone and email channels for tips and aid in tracking him down. The Alaafin of Oyo, Oba Akim Owode, has declared that the British historically recognized the Alaafin as the superior head of the Yoruba nation through a treaty of cessions. The statement followed his condemnation of the Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi, for conferring the chieftaincy title of Okalamo of Yoruba land on businessman Dotun Sanusi. While the Oni has remained silent, Alaafin, through his media aide, insisted he holds no rivalry with any monarch, but is bound by ancestral covenants to defend Yoruba tradition. Meanwhile, the Olugbon of Orile Igambon urged restaurants, warning against the decisive media exchanges over the controversy. The Lamido of Adamawa, Dr. Mustapha Barkindo, has allocated 2,000 hectares of land for the establishment of a modern agricultural hub under the Akrisial initiatives. The project, to be managed by Business Development Manager Consultancy Service in partnership with the Adamawa Emirate Council and the state government, is designed to boost food security, create over 10,000 jobs, and modernize farming practices. Key crops include maize, ginger, turmeric, soya beans, and hibiscus alongside livestock and fisheries. With an $80 billion investment backed by American and Chinese partners, the hub will also feature training facilities, agro-infrastructure, and year-round farming technologies. The Nigerian Army has confirmed the killing of Boko Haram commander Bakura during a targeted operation in the Lake Chad Basin. Bakura, identified as Ibrahim Mahmudu, was struck by Air Force jets on 15th August in the Salawa area of Difa region. The army described him as a feared leader, loyal to late Boko Haram founder Abubakar Shakau, leading a splinter group after refusing to join ISWAP. Originally from Nigeria, Bakura joined the sect over 13 years ago and assumed leadership following Shakau's death in 2021. Boko Haram insurgency has killed about 40,000 people and displaced millions across north of Nigeria. Civil society organizations in Adamawa State have urged stronger collaboration with the Lake Chad Basin Commission to enhance stabilization, recovery and resilience efforts in the Northeast. Speaking at a consultation workshop in Yola, Ambassador Peter Ogode, chairman of the network of Adamawa NGOs, stressed the need for CSOs to assess national fundings, strengthen capacity, and gain visibility. A communique from the meeting called on the LCBC to establish formal protocols with CSOs, increase fundings for interventions in Adamawa, Borno, and Yobe, and set up a regional secretariat in Umana to coordinate efforts against insurgency and climate change. The national chairman of the Police Community Relations Committee, Al-Aji Mogaji Olanihi, has also sustained collaboration between the police and communities, distributing it as vital for intelligence gathering, trust in building, and lasting peace. He made the call during a courtesy visit to Gombe State Police Command Headquarters, where he commended the command's commitment to security. Receiving the delegations, Commissioner of Police Bello Yaya pledged to strengthen community police ties to enhance safety across the state. The visit followed Olani's condolence to the PCRC Deputy National Chairman Al-Aji Ibrahim Wada and coincided with the conclusion of the IGP's week support activities. The People Democratic Party PDP crisis depends on Wednesday as the camp loyal to FCT Minister Nyesom Wike rejected the Lagos Southern Zoning Consultative Summit convened by Bayelsa State Governor Doye Diri, dismissing its resolution as illegal and decisive. In response, Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde defended the meeting, stressing it was aimed at repositioning the parties ahead of the November convention in Ibadan. While PDP governors will gather in Zamfara this weekend to resolve lingering disputes and ensure the success of the convention, considered crucial to the party's future as it positions itself for the 2027 general election. The Independent National Electoral Commission on Thursday presented certificates to return to winners of the August 16th by-election. At its headquarters, INEC handed certificate to Senator-elect Emmanuel Nwachukwu of APGA for Anambra South and Joseph Ikpe of APC for Edo Central, alongside 5 House of Representatives members-elect, including Omoshode Igbenidion, Muta Rabiu Garki, Fidelis Bagudu, Adeshola Ayole, and Fola Oyekule. Certificates for State Assembly members-elect are to be issued today at state offices. APC secured 12 constituencies, APGA 2, while PDP and NNPP won 1 each. Meanwhile, Kora Namoda South constituency in Zamfara remains inconclusive. Parties gave mixed reaction to the polls. The federal government has threatened to terminate contracts for 2 key highways projects in Kogi State over poor performance. Works Minister David Umuahi expressed concerns and that despite huge advance payments, progress remained minimal. CCECC Nigeria Limited handling the 52.27 kilometers Okene-Ajaokuta Itoba dual carriageway received 2.5 billion naira but achieved only 1.97% completion. Similarly, Tech Engineering Nigeria Limited recorded just 1.04% on the Lokoja, Dekina, and Yingba Road after 1 billion naira was disbursed. Umuahi directed both contractors to meet milestones within 30 days, warning that any uncompleted portion would be mutually terminated and reprocured for enhanced funding, transparency, and timely delivery of the project. The Oyo State government has released another 200 million naira as compensation to property owners affected by the Circular Road project in Ibadan, rising total disbursement to 600 million naira out of the 1 billion embarked. The fourth batch of payment was made on Thursday at the Land Ministry, with beneficiaries receiving between 3 million naira and 5 million each. Commissioner for Information Dotun Oyelade assured that the balance would be paid soon and cautioned against extortion by fraudulent officials. He described the project as divinely ordained, tracing its conception to 2025 under Governor Rashidi Ladoja. Beneficiaries praised Governor Seyi Makinde for fulfilling his compensation pledge. Taraba State Internal Revenue Service (TIRS) Chairman General Jeremiah Aliyu Faransa, retired, has expressed satisfaction over the remarkable transformation and improved information technology compliance achieved under his leadership. Speaking on the progress, Faransa said that the agency, which previously relied on analog system, has now undergone significant modernization, enhancing efficiency and service delivery. He further highlighted the impact of the agency's goals-driven initiative, which have led to a substantial increase in revenue to the state coffers for an average of 700 naira to 800 million naira and over 1 billion naira within the period under review. Francis described the development as a statement to strategic planning, effective administration, and commitment of staff towards achieving sustainable financial growth for Taraba State. Jigawa State will host a new livestock processing plant in Megatari town through a partnership between a Chinese firm and the Border Communities Development Agency. Governor Umar Namadi, who received the agency's Executive Secretary Dr. George Kelly and Chinese investor in Dusay, said the project will boost livestock production, create jobs, and strengthen cross-border trade. He assured them of government support, highlighting Jigawa's ease of doing business ranking and vast agricultural potentials. Namadi also announced plans to establish a Ministry of Livestock Development. Dr. Kelly praised Jigawa's policies and confirmed investors had secured financing to commence the project. The Bauchi state government has announced plans to distribute 4.8 million insecticide-treated mosquito nets across its 20 local government areas in 2026 to combat malaria. The executive chairman of Bakatama, Dr. Adamu Sambo, said the initiative is collaboration with the malaria group aimed to strengthening prevention, particularly among children under 5 and pregnant women. He noted that the seasonal malaria program already targets over 2 million children annually. While highlighting programs, he identified low awareness and poor treatment adherence as challenges. Officials called for greater media involvement in sensitization as the third cycle of 2025 SMC campaign begins. Connected Development Code, with support from the Malala Fund has launched a gender-responsive education sector planning in Bauchi State to strengthen accountability and align education with global best practices. CODE's Deputy Director of Programs, Mr. James, said the roadmap would transform outcomes for girls through transparency, evidence-based planning, and mentorship initiative. She stressed that institutional adoption was key to sustainability. Bauchi Commissioner of Education Mohammed Zayam reaffirmed government's commitment while urging communities to monitor schools' projects and hold contractors accountable. Stakeholders pledged collective responsibility to ensure inclusive, transparent, and gender-responsive education planning in the state. The executive chairman of Aboyi Ketu Local Council Development Area, Lagos State, Adetola Abubakar, has distributed 300 free general certificate examination forms for schools leavers in the council. The presentation, which took place on Thursday at the council's multipurpose hall, followed a screening exercise for beneficiaries. Abubakar said initiatives reflect our administration's resolve to eliminate barriers to education and create equal opportunities for young people. A statement after the event added that the gesture underscores the council's focus on youth empowerment and inclusive governance. Beneficiaries praised the move, describing it as a step towards supporting educational advancement. We're stepping into a brief commercial break. Stay with us. The most captivating stories are just moments away.
Parents in Jalingo. Here's an opportunity you don't want to miss. Give your child in JSS 1 to SS 3 or going to a tertiary institution the chance to build strong character and develop. At the Achieve Your Dream Holiday Clinic, organized by Aspire to Achieve Initiative, ATAI, your teenager will receive mentorship, tools, insights, and guidance to unlock their potential and unleash their creativity. We help them overcome truancy, peer pressure, and negative influences, inspiring them to make positive choices every day. Invest in your child's future today at Achieve Your Dream Holiday Clinic. We are strong hearts and bright minds come to shine. Date 29th and 30th August 2025. Time 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. Venue, the multipurpose hall of Radai Metropolitan Schools, around AA Liman Petrol Station, Nyamusala, Jalingo. The investment fee costs 10,000 naira per child to cover pen, workbook, tags, tea break, and lunch for both days. Registration forms are available at the ATAI office, Shop 9 Shopping Complex, opposite Mile 6 Forest, Jalingo, Taraba State. You can also call the Chief Operations Officer, Mrs. Susan David Milafia, on 080-6165-5800 or send an email to davidsussan26@gmail.com. Announcer, Mr. Godfrey Wesley Tafida, Founder and CEO, Aspire to Achieve Initiative, ATAI.